Hi there. This is a quick and informal video meant to say thank you to Dan McDonald, the LifeRegenerator. I just want to tell you real quickly what your videos have meant to me. About 2.5 years ago, I became very sick. I was diagnosed with a very serious illness. It's a chronic illness. And about a year ago, I had lost I had gone down from about 215 pounds to about 128 pounds, exactly 128 pounds from 215. And I was in the hospital for about 8 days exactly, just about a year ago, and after the original diagnosis, and so there was in a rapid decline. And the doctors at a really swanky hospital here in LA told me basically there was nothing they could do for me. They said you might want to look into a bowel transplant, go to a hospital that specialized in the particular illness that I was diagnosed with, wherever I could find that. They didn't know of anything that existed anywhere that would be able to help me with my condition, really, essentially is what they told me. And so basically I left the hospital with, kind of not knowing exactly what to do. My sister suggested that I take wheatgrass one night, and I felt a significant improvement with just a little hit of wheatgrass from Whole Foods. And so I started to look into the raw foods deal, and I got online, I got on YouTube, and I found the LifeRegenerator. And so here we go, we have a juicer right here, and for at least the last 6 months, I don't know how long I've been doing this now, I've been going to YouTube almost daily to get inspiration, motivation, knowledge from Dan the Man, the LifeRegenerator. And I can tell you, based on my perusing YouTube, the best healer that I could find on YouTube, bar none, has been Dan McDonald, the LifeRegenerator. And here we go. I'm going to get ready to do a juice here today. And this change from a standard American diet to a raw foods diet, primarily raw foods diet, is very challenging. It's challenging in our society and our with our environment that we live in, and so on and so forth, and trying to get the cost right, etc. So it's not something that's really, you just do it like that. You need coaching, you need motivation, you need inspiration. And I've been able to turn to Dan's channel day in and day out for months and months on end, and that's where I get my motivation from. And 6 months ago today, I couldn't be standing here doing this video. I was confined to a recliner, basically. My wife was making me breakfast in the morning, which consisted of a kind of grits. It was mostly what I could eat, grits and bacon and some oatmeal. And that's about all I could down in a day at that time. I wasn't able to eat anything hardly. And I was losing a lot of weight, and I had no strength. I certainly couldn't be standing here getting ready to do a juice or doing a juice. Now I do this at least once or twice a day, and I'm probably on any given day 50 to 80% raw, some days 100%. I'm striving to be 100%, but even with that, I'm not quite 100% raw. My health has improved dramatically. It's really significant, and I can't emphasize it enough, the change. I haven't gone quite yet off all the medications. I've gone off of quite a few, but I've been incorporating a sort of what would you call it, an alternative form of therapy. So I'm still on the medicine. I'm still on some medicines, but until I started to do the juicing, really nothing had changed significantly with my health. This has been the most significant improvement right here, has been the juicing, the fruits and vegetables, staying away from dead meats as much as I possibly can. So at any rate, having said that, I just want to say thank you, Dan. Your videos have really changed my life. I hope that you keep posting. They've meant so much to me, and I'm sure they mean a lot to a lot of people that are in the same boat. Because there aren't a lot of places to turn to nowadays if you want to get motivated, get really good information about raw foods, about living foods, and how they can really change your life. So I'd suggest anybody out there, if you know somebody sick, if you're sick, give it a try. It can't hurt, and stick with Dan's channel to find out motivations. To get motivation, refer to all his previous videos and whatnot, and you really know where you're going. And Dan is hands down the best healer, the best motivator that I can find on YouTube. Having said that, I'm going to go get the plunger for this. I'll be right back. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and make a juice, and this is an improvised juice, and that's what I end up doing most of the time. I just go to the grocery store or go to a farmer's market, and also I started ordering food online and have some food delivered, and I could talk about that later in another video. But this is improvised, this recipe, and again, I kind of got inspired by watching Dan and watching all the improvised, sort of, not improvised, but he has such a wide variety of recipes and so on and so forth. I kind of get the idea. You can just improvise, and your health is going to improve. Here we go. An apple. I've actually seen a small benefit in my eyesight, I believe, since I started juicing. Here we have some colors. To heal, it's just like Dan says, I believe the green juice is significantly better than the smoothies, which I do also. But for me, I get much more of a benefit out of the green juice. Here we have kale. Can't really go wrong with kale. Nutrient dense. And this stuff begins to taste, at first it's a little bit of a, challenge. But after a while you start to actually crave this stuff. It's amazing. So I'm going to go ahead and take a shot of this. And just to summarize, I just wanted to say thank you, Dan. Keep up the good work. Your work has really been changing lives. It's changed my lives. I'm sure it's changed the lives of countless people on YouTube who have been watching you. And I also want to say thank you to my beautiful wife and my family. It's kind of silly to be thanking people on YouTube, but it's made a significant difference in my life. So here we go. Cheers. Here's to you and your health. That is good. I'm going to feel really better today just because of this drink. I can tell you that. It's got a little kick to it. And I'm going to feel much better. And if you're in a position where you're really sick and the doctors aren't really improving your health, seriously give juice some consideration. Because there are a lot of testimonies out there, a lot of people who have had health improvements. I'm one of them. I'm a believer now. And it took me a little while to get into it and to really, know that it really works. It's magic. So, take care.